Alright, I know I'm super late with this video. It's no longer December. It's probably sometime in February when you're seeing this. But can you beat Fallout 4 Santa? I think that's a pretty good Santa. And as we're leaving the bathroom, this pops up. Good news, I installed the Start Me Up mod. So we no longer have to do the boring parts of the intro, but we keep the important parts of the vault, helping me, you, and chat all together. When it comes to skills, I didn't really know what to focus on, but I decided to focus on strength, intelligence, and agility. You could make an argument for different ones like luck or perception, but that's a future run that hopefully, does come out in December and not, oh boy, we're gonna hope it's not April, but it's looking like April. While dodging all the rad roaches, I should explain the original rules were going to be that I can only use the Fat Santa. That very quickly had to change because of what happened. Other than that change, I still had to wear a Santa suit the entire time, and I had the option to bring Rudolph along with me. Also, I promised that this last one, I'm here because my old computer couldn't record and stream at the same time, so I had to get this off of YouTube. This is also what's gonna look like shit sometimes, but this hopefully shouldn't be the case moving forward, except maybe the next video or two, don't worry about it. With all that out of the way, I made my way towards the Starlight Dine-In. Next to it is this van which should contain Fat Santa. For whatever reason, Fallout 4 decided to unload the mods I had loaded. So after exiting the game and slapping it upside the head, it worked like it's supposed to. If you've never heard of Fat Santa, here's a demonstration. This is a, if you want to call it a normal Fat Man, but fires presents, and fires quite a load of them. You get the gist. After picking up that disaster waiting to happen, I made my way to Fort Hagen because I needed a chemical work. You know, I mentioned earlier that I can bring Rudolph along with me? Well, Rudolph is just Dogmeat. I did try to find an actual reindeer to bring along with me, but the closest thing I could find is this, and it's sadly just a settlement companion. So this is the best alternative. Now that we know what we need for Dogmeat, I made my way to Diamond City. If you've ever been in a stream and have seen me approach Diamond City, you will know that I constantly get told to do the door skip. I'll tell you right now, even now, I'm not 100% sure of how to do the door skip, but from what I've seen, you either hit Piper and put your fist away, or you down Piper and the Diamond City guards just don't care. I did neither, which resulted in me running into Diamond City with every single person pissed off at me, which of course got me killed. Can you guess what happens next? Because it doesn't end there. No. I end up in a death loop, trying to escape Diamond City. Look, it can't be a Fallout 4 video without a death loop. So, it's safe to say, next time around, I just waited. Alright, you gotta listen to this. After a whopping minute and a half, we get inside Diamond City. Holy shit, we couldn't wait a fucking minute. I forgot how much I love recording voice lines. After waiting a whopping minute and a half, we get inside Diamond City and I pick up Santa's first quest. The quest is to recover some missing gifts for the local children. Conveniently for us, this also marks the Santa suit on the map, so that's where we're heading. An imposter that goes by the name Santa is guarding the Santa suit and the missing presents. So let's see if I can nail this without killing myself. Oh. Yep, you just saw that right. For absolutely no reason, I blew up. This is not a one-time occurrence. This is the main problem with this gun. It just absolutely does not fucking work. Either blows up on top of you, even if you're a mile away from it, or doesn't kill the enemies at all. Eventually, after, let me tell you, quite a fucking lot of deaths, I did get the pixel perfect angle. I'll say it again, pixel perfect angle that takes out Raymond and spares me. With the presents recovered, I became Santa, then delivered the presents. On the way out of Diamond City, I stopped by Piper's office for the free XP, then by her bedroom for the free supplies. If you thought I was gonna say something else, get some help. Me included. Oh god, this joke's so fucking stupid. I love it. At this point, I should have learned my lesson not to listen to chat, but I haven't, so I get paid into fighting Swan. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, this usually doesn't go well. So I was extremely surprised when I nailed Swan with the Fat Man. Did absolutely fucking nothing. But hey, I hit him for once, which is more than I can say for any other run. Okay, real talk. The amount of bullshit that happened during this fight is unbelievable. I would either get nailed by a rock, the Fat Man would shoot back at me, Fat Santa, sorry, or it wouldn't kill Swan or me when it was actually supposed to. Became quite apparent, not gonna win this fight. So that's another goddamn round for Swan. Inside Park Street Station, it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better. Where to even start with Park Street Station? Not only do I have to do this as a pacifist, I also have to do this with zero armor because Santa did not prepare his suit to get shot at. On the plus side though, seeing Santa remind me of a dumb bit I had completely forgotten about. Even with the Santa hat on, I was getting absolutely destroyed. So the plan was to hold off on this and grab it later, but I'll be honest, I don't think there was gonna be a later if we continue on this path. So, introducing Daddy Santa. The walk to Nick, pretty easy. Actually getting into Nick's room and having him talk to me is going to be near impossible. My two options are either hide and somehow get everybody unaggroed from me, which in a big hunk of metal and with Fat Santa, I don't see happening. So I go with option number 2 of somehow killing everybody with a weapon that doesn't work inside in a confined space. At this point, it should be expected that the gun will shoot back at me and kill me. Nobody's doubting that at this point. What's really fucking annoying is when you shoot right above Dino's head, twice, by the way, and it does absolutely no damage. The only thing I could think that could top this is the game giving me false hope by somehow allowing me to kill all these guys in this tiny corridor, which is a one-time occurrence. Because holy shit, I could not recreate this to save my life. The rest of the attempts, which let me tell you, I'm cutting some out, would not happen. That one time was a fluke and will never be goddamn recreated. So just like the Swan fight, I realized this was not going to happen with Fat Santa. I reload back, which was quite a ways because I had forgotten to save, and decided to take a different approach. Even after all that you've just seen for maybe the past 10 minutes, I have no idea. I still had a nanometer of hope that I could do this with Fat Santa. The plan was to go grab Dogmeat and see if he could help me in any way. Dogmeat, being the beast he is, had already taken out all the mole rats, which got me the bones I needed. The steel and cloth were also super easy. I just scrapped a bunch of things around Red Rocket. The leather was a completely different story. I went over to Trudy's and bought every single piece of leather thing she had in stock. When I came back though, it showed I had no leather. I'm gonna blame the mod on, as much as I love shitting on Fallout 4, I'm gonna blame the mod on this one. It decided that leather that would normally be consumed when you craft just didn't exist, unless it was completely raw leather, which involved me dropping everything I had just bought, scrapping it, then it counted. Why? Who the fuck knows? But we now have Rudolph. Okay, so that whole situation with trying to grab Rudolph, the whole leather bullshit and everything there, that took quite a bit. And I had some time to think. The original plan was to make this a fun Christmas special, which worked out for stream. It's March 17th when I'm recording this, so didn't work out for the rest of YouTube, but hey, what are you gonna do? Okay, I'm getting way off. I'm going off on a tangent. My point being, I wanted this to be a fun stream and fun run. And Fat Santa absolutely not working in any way was really killing me and the stream. So I decided to ask chat this question. What weapons do you think Santa should have? I will let you decide. You have 5 minutes. You can imagine after asking chat that question, it was suggestion after suggestion after suggestion. In the end, they decided on 3 main weapons that I could use: Cryolator, Junk Jet, and Red Baseball Bat, which I condensed down to anything red or cold, which, by the way, Cryolator's out. Or shit, Junk Jet's out. I took the Cryolator and Red Baseball Bat. We should be good with that. Of course, now having viable options for weapons that will hopefully work like they're supposed to, the run had some renewed vigor. I went over to the merchant that I don't think I've ever bought anything from, and I bought a sharpened Red Baseball Bat. Now, of course, I had to take the mod off, but we have our first actual weapon that can do damage and not kill me instantly. So we're doing a lot better than the past 3 hours, maybe. Who knows? It doesn't stop there, though. I went back to Vault 111 in an attempt to grab the Cryolator. I, of course, do not have the skills to lockpick this. But there is a very famous old glitch where Dogmeat can grab the gun right out of the box. I thought, for sure such a famous and well-known glitch would have been patched out 7 years ago. But let me tell you something, that boy has not been patched out. And I am so happy with Dogmeat. Man, I wish I could pet him, because oh boy, what a good boy. After giving the cryolator a chat-appropriate name, we now have the issue of finding somebody that sells this type of ammo. As far as I know, the only person that sells this ammo is Cricket. That's where we began the hour-long search for her. I was told she had a route between Vault 88 through Diamond City, then Bunker Hill. I'll tell you right now, it's not Vault 88, it's Vault 81. And I discovered this after I had already tracked all the way down there, wasted a bunch of cryolator ammo on a bunch of worthless fucking raiders, and oh boy, you'll see in a second why I'm pissed off about wasting that ammo. We get back on track, I get to Vault 81, then sleep for about a day. No luck, she didn't show up. Now I had a decision to make. I could either wait for her and see if she's actually activated, or I can make my way over to Bunker Hill and see if she's stuck there or something. Let me tell you, in hindsight, I should have just stayed at Vault 81. She activates when you go to Diamond City. My dumbass didn't think of this at the time, so I walked over to Bunker Hill. Guess who I found there? Absolutely nobody. She's not there. So, back to Vault 81. Now that we're back at Vault 81, I slept in 4-hour increments until she finally showed up, then I got kicked in the balls pretty fucking hard. Alright chat, will she have it? Was I lied to? No, she does have it. Oh, that's... Oh my god! I thought oh my god. I thought the fucking fusion shells were fucking expensive. Holy shit. Okay, well, now that we know how expensive that ammo is, probably figure out why I was so pissed off of wasting that ammo on the raiders. That being said, we need some way to fund this. So we're gonna rob some drug dealers, all right? Now bear with me. This sounds outrageous for Fallout 4. I didn't even know this mission existed until I was told about it in a previous stream and maybe upcoming challenge video that hopefully comes out this year. Will it? It's not looking good, but hey, I'll fucking try. Anyways, it starts with Paul. Paul's tired of Cook fucking his wife. Now, I was trying to resolve this peacefully. My charisma is not very high, so shit gets a little messy. Luckily, we don't need Cook alive. We know where the drug deal is going down. So I pick up a note from his body and we learn the location. Now, you would expect me to go and do the heist I've been talking about for the past 2 paragraphs. I don't, though. I do a 180 and go help Preston Garvey. If you're wondering why the fuck I did this, like I was asking myself when I edited this, well, it was to go grab the fusion core because I needed to recover Daddy Santa that ran out of power during the cricket hunt. Now with suit armor and weapons that actually work like they're supposed to, it's now time to do the heist. We're gonna go get some revenge and save my boy Nick. Let's just say, very red Christmas for them. And when it came to Dino, I took him back to Vault 111. With Nick out of his cage, I didn't even wait for Skinny Malone to finish his sentence. He went back and joined Dino at spawn. The rest of them just got beaten to death with a baseball bat. Back at Diamond City, we do the interview. I don't even bother finding the mayor. I go directly to the secretary, bribe her, and get Kellogg's house key. Already have Rudolph with me, so no need to call him. He's on his way to find Kellogg, but I took a bit of a detour because Daddy Santa had once again run out of power. I need some more fusion cores. First up, movie theater, then Red Rocket. With Daddy Santa recovered, I went to go face Kellogg. I was gonna say there was another Red Christmas, but he says don't really have blood, so maybe a White Christmas? I don't think that's allowed on this site. We get to Kellogg. We get to Kellogg. Let's start there. Man, I'm gonna get banned. All right, as this entire run was devolved from the stupid joke from the Activate Windows run, I felt it necessary to kill Kellogg with Fat Santa. Now, if we don't already have a fucking Everest-sized mountain of evidence that this gun does not work, here's some more, because it still doesn't fucking work. It eventually does work in VATS, but I don't know if that was a fluke or how it's supposed to be used. Whatever the case is, I deactivated the rest of the synths, somehow managed to open a door without grabbing Virgil's information, which I didn't even know was possible. Honestly, I thought there was a safeguard in place that prevented you from doing that. Apparently not though, so I left without grabbing Virgil's information. Over a half an hour later, while I'm walking past the heist location, I remembered I was supposed to rob them. I'll be honest, I had completely fucking forgotten. I get into place, fire Fat Santa, and goes as expected. Completely just whiffed the second shot. But hey, third time's the charm, baby. I fucking nailed them. Of course, because of plot armor, she does survive for about an extra 30 seconds before she joins her companions. With everything looted, I made my way towards Dance because even with all these drugs, this is still not going to be enough money. So I'm going to use Dance to print some money. For the people yelling at my screen, their screens that my inventory is full, I know, calm down. I go back to Diamond City, sell what I can. Luckily, I find Cricket at Vault 81 and buy our first batch of cryo rounds. 144 rounds for $5,000. These things are fucking expensive. With a clear inventory, I met a very festive Dance at Archette, then sat back and watched as he printed money for me. While I'm looting all the cents, I casually, not even thinking about it, throw out this line.
Oh, Dogmeat, did we ever empty you out?
Of course, this being in reference to Dogmeat's inventory that I'd forgot to clear out before meeting Dance. Chat took this line, and oh boy, did they run with it. Definitely did not help myself with this line though.
Oh yeah, he's 100% still full. Okay.
I did get extremely lucky. Chat does have the mind of a goldfish. So after we get in the elevator, chat goes back to normal, talking about challenges and somehow how to get addicted to alcohol by drinking water. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Now, you would think that would be the end of it. As I just said, chat had moved on. However, after I finished up with Dance, I go back to Cricket to buy some more ammo. This time, I remember Dogmeat. I really wish I hadn't. It doesn't look good. It does not look good at all. I really should have just shut the fuck up. Because oh boy, I made it way worse. Like, chat's not gonna forget about this one worse.
Right, actually, hold on. Dogmeat, come here. No, Dogmeat, don't run away. This makes it look so much worse. Get Dogmeat. That makes it look so much worse. Don't do that. Look, Dogmeat, we don't need to talk about this.
Yeah, like I said, does not look good. And chat does not forget. It is pages of jokes for the next 15 minutes, all the way up to the Pridwin and even to Fort Strong. I had a very simple plan for Fort Strong. Get the attention of the behemoth and hit him with Fat Santa. The plan instantly went the fuck out the window. I missed my first shot. Then I decided for whatever reason to waste my most powerful weapon on a bunch of random enemies, then charge them with the Cryolator. Don't get me wrong, the Cryolator is fucking amazing. It is ripping through their health bars, except the behemoth. I did have enough ammo to possibly take him down, but I think it would have been way too expensive for it to be worth it. So I decided to reload and try the plan again. I missed, destroyed myself, then actually nailed him with that. With the biggest problem out of the way, I finished off the stragglers, then went inside to fossilize the rest of the suit mutants. After reporting the max in, I decided to go meet Nick to continue the story. As you can imagine, I was really confused when he wasn't there. It was at this point I realized I never grabbed Virgil's information, which again was a real shock. I thought that wasn't possible. I thought there was a safeguard in place to prevent you from doing that. There wasn't. So after getting lost in Fort Hagen for way too fucking long, grab Virgil's information, then jump inside Kellogg's brain. Alright, this is gonna be a completely off-script ad. Hey, thank you for watching. Y'all fucking amazing. If you're in chat, if you comment, if you even just watch to watch, thank you. You're an amazing fucking person. Hey, join the Discord. It's pretty fucking dope in there. If you want to support the channel, maybe grab a membership. That'd be pretty fucking cool. What else I got? Hey, join the stream. I'm doing a what's it called? Permadeath survival at the moment. Have I died yet? Who the fuck knows? Because who the hell knows when this is coming out? All right, enough ranting. Thank you all for watching. It's really great. Video's not over yet. There's some shit coming up. Don't worry about that. All right, enough of that. We get out of Kellogg's brain. With the filler episode out of the way, I met with Virgil, then got sent off to Green Tech to deal with the Courser. As usual, I run past all the gunners. Sadly, I don't have any more mini nukes for him, so next best thing is a White Christmas. It was going great until the very last second when I decided to switch from a baseball bat and he decided to heal. If I would have continued the onslaught for one more second, I would have saved myself so much ammo and a hell of a headache. Not the case though, which, wasted a shit ton of ammo, but eventually does go down. That's the good part. As I already been going for 7 hours, I just got the headache from that stupidity that just happened. I called it for the day. Next week, with no filing cap behind me, I had grown a heart between the weeks. I felt it wrong that Santa should wipe out the railroad, so against every bitter bone in my body, I met with Deacon. That being said, I immediately remember why I usually just wipe them all out. Once Deacon wakes up and opens the door, I go through the switchboard clearing out all the switch, which that's me a good amount of ammo and weapons to sell. The mini nukes were also a nice bonus. Now that we're buddy-buddy with the railroad, I get the chip decoded, then head back to Virgil for the plans. I think I walked in at the wrong time, but whatever the case is, he hands over the teleporter plans, which are a bit sticky, which is strange. Then I met with Maxon to get it built. What a fucking stupid joke. While I'm teleporting in, every single person in chat decided Father was on an idle list. The second he spawned, I despawned him. Funny enough, this happened so fast that nobody from the Institute reacted. I walked right past the sense and back to the elevator like nothing happened. Of course, because of this, Maxon was pissed off that I can no longer get Dr. Lee, but this is Fallout 4, where there are no consequences for your actions, so I just go grab Professor's Scar. First things first, actuators. For this, I need a high-powered magnet, which usually found at hospitals and a huge pain in the ass to grab. I have discovered that Mira sells one, so I go directly to her, save me an annoying ass trip, then back to the airport to get it built. Up next, nukes. If you've ever played Fallout 4, you know they usually meet Halen, she gives you the transponder, then you teleport to Sunwell Site if you've discovered it. The fucking AI in this game sucks. For whatever reason, Halen was aggroed to an enemy that was about a goddamn mile away. No matter if I had teleported away or progressed time, she was still aggroed. So I had no choice but to start walking. The walk is about 30 seconds, which in this game is like 30 goddamn miles. But after I melted the snowman and got the assist from Dogmeat, she decided to give me the transponder. It just works. Dogmeat somehow got inside before me. Then I remembered how much of a pushover Assaultrons are in this game. Compared to Fallout 76 where they absolutely melt you, these are absolutely fucking easy. I plant the transponder and it's time for dance. Once again, every single person in chat decided I should save dance. So that began the quest to somehow bump my 1 charisma up to an acceptable level where Dance is not going to want to off himself. I started by going back to Concord because I was told of a speakeasy that contained some very useful helpers for the specific situation. Of course, it being a speakeasy, it's not supposed to be easy to find. But holy shit, I could not find this thing to fucking save my life. I must have walked past it like 5 different times. It also really didn't help to blend it in so well, dude. Look at this shit. I could not find this thing. Of course, because I finished the goddamn run, we did find the door. The 2 helpers I was talking about are called Excel and Day Tripper. I think from my reaction, you're going to be able to tell I've never heard of these before.
What was it? Excel? Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a pretty good fucking drug. Holy shit. What was the other thing I got? Oh, and this is, wow. Okay. I get to dance, take the Day Tripper and Exo, which in hindsight only gives me 6 charisma, which I'll tell you is not great. So attempt number 1 does not work. Attempt number 2 also does not work. Attempt number 3 though. Ah, we failed, boys. All right. It's over. We tried. Sorry, Dance. I tried. Oh, the oh no, chat. Oh no. All right. Oh no. All right. Oh god. You know what? I should have seen that coming. With how much this game holds your hands, I should have seen that coming. Should have definitely looked around.
After the tragic death of Dance, Santa no longer has that heart. So we're wiping out the railroad. Alright, so I had a bit here playing with some music. It just didn't work out. Here's the dead railroad. Moving on. After finishing off the railroad, I went directly to Cricket because I needed to buy as much cryolator ammo as possible, since Mass Fusion was coming up. Of course, I didn't want to waste my super powerful, expensive as hell ammo, so I just walked straight past them, grabbed the information I need, and jump off the building. By mere coincidence, I landed in good area, which compared to what happened in a previous stream, is pretty funny. Once I get down to the basement, I grab the beryllium agitator and prepare for the fight. Surprisingly, the sentry bot actually put up quite a fight. You know, not much since his gun is ridiculous, but it was a fight. The Saltron barely a footnote. But Steve was also not a problem. Steve got fucked pretty hard, I'll be honest. With the beryllium agitator required, I stick it in prime and wake his ass up to break into the institute. We watch from a different angle as he breaks in. I use the last of my cryolator ammo, then start swinging until they all go down. I was preparing myself to take out Father, then I saw his corpse on the ground and remembered, oh yeah, I already did that like 2 hours ago. So stepped over his corpse and unlocked the terminal. Once again, planted the bomb way too fast for Fallout 4, but eventually wakes up and I teleport back to the main room. This is a rare occurrence, so get your goddamn cameras out. I saved the kid. For once, I think ever, I saved the kid, alright? There's a one-time occurrence, it's not happening again. We teleport out, I hit the button, and that's the end of the run. Can you beat Fallout 4 Santa? Yeah, and it's pretty fun. I definitely want to make this a tradition of doing this every December. Well, hopefully every December, not February or March or April, maybe by this point. But we'll see what happens next year. Real talk though, thank you everybody for watching. Special thank especially to the chat that brings in so many funny bits and gives me a lot of life when doing these runs, especially the dumber ones that I'm doing and planning to do in the future. That being said, if you like what you watch, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for me, please leave them down below. Join the Discord if you'd like, become a member if you'd like. That'll be all for now, and I'll see you guys later.